standing. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Spin your palms forward, grow nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and set an intention or dedication for today's practice. Take a full round of breath to seal your intention on your heart. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's start with one more big breath in, ground down through your feet. One more big breath out, just let it go. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Starting with a half sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Reach out, reach up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands back to heart center. Full breath in. Full breath out. Moving through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, as you lift your flat back, find a long spine. Exhale, fold forward. You can bend knees slightly. Reach out, reach up, press palms. Return hands to heart center. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more half sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down. Fold all the way to your mat. Inhale, lift your flat back. Find your long spine. Exhale, fold forward. Bend knees slightly. Ground down, root down to reach down and up. Bring hands to heart center. Full breath in. Full breath out. Adding on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, you can step, walk, or jump yourself back to a high plank. Hold in your high plank. You can release knees as you slowly lower down to a low push-up. Taking a cobra on our first one, lift your heart and chest to press down through your feet. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, release hands down. You can come up through a tabletop or tuck your toes and come right to your down dog. Take 3 rounds of breath. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more full inhale. One more full exhale. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach out, reach up, press palms. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift to your flat back. Exhale, step, walk, or jump yourself back to your high plank. Inhale, high plank, find a long spine. Exhale, slowly lower down, coming to a sphinx this time. Bring your elbows right beneath your shoulders, press into your forearms and lift your heart and chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release down. Again, you can come through a tabletop. You can press to a high plank. Make your way to a down dog and take 3 rounds of breath. You can pedal out your knees and your heels in your dog. You can take your hips side to side. Just finding some release. On your next inhale, look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach out, reach up, press palms. Bring hands to heart center. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Lift to your flat back. Step, walk, or jump yourself back to the high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, lower down to the low push-up. Let's take a full locust, arms by your sides. Lift your heart and chest, lift your legs. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you. Lift your palms, float your legs up. Inhale. Exhale, release hands down, tuck toes. Come up to your down dog. 3 rounds of breath. Look forward at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward and bend knees. Reach out, reach up, press palms. Return hands to heart center. Take a full round of breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, walk, or jump yourself back to your high plank. This time we're taking a chaturanga, so hover in your high plank, lower down to the low push-up, come forward to a cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Take 3 rounds of breath. So if you're stepping back or walking back in your down dog, I want you to switch out which foot goes back first. So maybe do the weird side. We all have a weird side. One that feels a little different than the other. And do the same if you're stepping forward. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, bend knees slightly, reach out, reach up, straighten legs, press palms. You can add a tiny back bend on this one and bring hands to heart center. Big breath in. Big breath out. Moving through 2 more sun salutations. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, walk, or jump yourself back to your high plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, slowly lower down. Come into a cobra or an up dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck toes. Return to your down dog. Take those 3 big rounds of breath, taking whatever you need. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees, reach out, reach up, press palms, add the back bend, bring hands to heart center. Full breath in, full breath out. 1 more sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Lift your flat back, just using the rhythm of your breath, of your body. Step, walk, or jump yourself back to the high plank. Your choice on this one. I'm going to take a chaturanga. You can take a full locust. You can take another sphinx. You can always take a cobra. Landing in our dog, taking 3 rounds of breath. Press your heels down towards your mat. Press your upper body through your arms. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend knees. Reach arms out, reach arms up, press palms, add a tiny back bend, send your hips forward. Place your hands at heart center. Full breath in, full breath out. Starting with our warrior passes, our step backs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward and down, fold. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, sweep arms back. Exhale, forward and up. Take a crescent lunge. Reach through your fingers as you settle into your hips. Now plant your back foot and open up to your warrior 2. So we're going to add some balancing poses on the end of these warrior passes. So we'll mix our balancing poses in. Flip your front palm
reach up and back, revolve. Keep that front knee strong as you reach up and back for the back of the room. Inhale, reach a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand planted, left hand to your knee, your hip, or you can reach up towards the ceiling. Find that twist from your ribs, from your center as you peek up. Now reach up if your top arm is there, or twist more. Release your hand down, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Moving through vinyasa, you can always stay in down dog for these. You can come back to the full locust, the cobra, whatever back bend serves you in between. Full inhale, full exhale. Lift your right leg high. Place it through to a lunge. Find a long spine as you look forward. Step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. This time, keeping hips low, let's sweep forward and up for a chair pose or Utkatasana. So keeping your core engaged, sink your hips a little lower. Now from our chair, we'll take an eagle pose. Take your right arm under your left. Keep your left knee bent as you pick your right leg up and take it over your left. So squeezing your thighs together. Then find that reach through your upper body as you find settling in your standing leg. Now staying in your eagle, slowly round your spine and come forward into a crouching eagle. So elbows can tap your knees or just hover right in front of your knees. Gaze goes past your front fingertips. Now keeping your eagle arms, upper body stays right where it is. Slowly unravel your right leg. Let's come into warrior three with eagle arms. Right heel presses back, right toes are flexed down towards the floor. I have a glute injury, so this is hard for me on this side, so I'm not gonna go full out, but I want you to press your back heel back and lengthen. Now slowly unravel your arms, reach your arms back, right leg is still floating. As you float your arms, see if you can float your back leg a little higher, find lift in your heart and chest. Now slowly hinge yourself forward, right knee to 90, arms reach up. Keep your knee where it is, keep working that standing leg. Release your arms by your side, then release your foot. Take a full round of breath. You can shake out your feet or ankles if you need to. Great job, everyone. That's a tough transition on that one. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, come forward and down, fold. Lift to your flat back. Step your left foot back. Inhale, arms sweep back. Exhale, forward and up, crescent lunge. So keeping that same cadence, that same rhythm of breath that we had in our sun salutations. Plant your back foot, open up to your warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach up and back, revolve. Find space, find reach. Inhale, tap the back wall. Exhale, cartwheel down to the twisted lunge. Left hand planted, right hand to your knee, your hip, or reaching up. Find that twist from your core, from your center. Twist a little deeper or reach a little higher. Release your top arm down. Step back, down dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Go ahead and move through a vinyasa. Maybe stay in a dog. Maybe hover in a sphinx or a full locust. And we'll meet in our down dog. Lift your left leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Look forward with a long spine. Step forward and fold. Lift to your flat back.
Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back to airplane. Keeping hips low or sweeping forward and up to a chair or fierce pose. Now coming into eagle on our other side. Take your left arm under your right. Take your left leg up, wrap it over your right. Squeeze your thighs. Find that length, find a little lift in your heart and chest, and settle into your standing leg. Now slowly hinge forward, coming into the crouching eagle. Elbows hover, or they can tap your front knee. Find that little rounding, that doming in your spine. Now, grounding through your right leg. Not moving your upper body. Slowly unravel your left leg. Press it back towards the back of the room. Warrior 3, eagle arms. Now slowly unravel your arms. As arms reach back, lift your left leg a little higher. Find a little lift in your heart and chest. Fly. Slowly hinge yourself to left knee to 90 and arms reaching up. Release your arms by your sides. Release your left foot down. Take a breath. Shake out your feet. Shake out your ankles. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward and down. Fold. Inhale, lift your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arm sweep back. Exhale, forward and up. Back to your high crescent lunge. Just one inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot. Open up to your warrior 2. Now let's add some dynamic movement to our warrior 2. On your inhale, straighten your front leg and reach up. Exhale, come back to your 2. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten, peek up. Exhale, warrior 2. On your inhale, straighten, peek up, look up, hold on the exhale, lift through your heart and chest. Then keeping your top arm up, just bring your back arm back. Revolve your warrior, but keeping that front leg straight. So still looking for that side body reach. You have the option to catch your wrist, or you can bring your hand to the inside of your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. Give yourself a little self-assist, a little tug back. Now come back to center. Let's reach through for a straight leg triangle. Fold your left arm down and your right arm up. If you have a block, you can place it on the inside or outside of your left foot and place your left hand on your block. We're holding our triangle pose for about 5 breaths today. So I want you to explore this pose, the foundational pose. Kind of do a body scan of your body. So see if your legs, those large leg muscles are engaging. Are your feet grounding down? Are you trying to stack your hips one on top of the other? Can you find space between your shoulder blades, or can you reach up or peek up at your thumb? So often we try to do some fancy things in our poses. We try to take binds or take some reaches forward. But sometimes exploring the foundational pose, you can find even more from your practice. Just take one more breath. Bring your right hand to your hip. We're transitioning into our half moon pose. So shift your right foot forward a few steps and start to bend into your left knee. And I want this to all be a controlled motion. So place your block or your hand in front of your foot. With control, as you straighten your left leg, start to lift your right leg up. Then try to stack your hips one on top of the other. If you feel steady, you can lift your top arm.
Then if you've been working on half moon with me all month, I've been working this into every class, you can try to bend your knee, catch your foot behind you, and kick back into a sugar cane. So you want to kick into your hand almost like you would in a dancer's pose. I can't quite do it on this side because of my injury. But go ahead and kick back. If you grabbed your foot, return to the half moon. Then with control, step back to a warrior two. Nice and easy. Cartwheel down to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Hold for a full round of breath. Your choice. You can move through your vinyasa from here. You can come back to a down dog. You can stay in your down dog. Once you get to your dog, lift your right leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, dome and round your spine. Lift your right leg up. Hover your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Take it over to your left elbow. Take it back to your right elbow. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, place it through. Look forward with your long spine. You have the option to pop your back leg up for a mini standing split as you step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, bend knees, sweep arms back. Keeping core engaged and hips low, come back to your chair or fears. Now you can bring hands to heart center. We're gonna work into a tiptoe chair. So shifting weight into the balls of our feet. Lift your heels up. Feel your arches working, the arches of your feet. Feel your calves lighting up. As you lift your heels a little higher, see if you can sink your hips a little lower. Just take one more breath to lift your heels, shift weight forward, release your heels down, straighten your legs, and reach up. Let's take a dancer's pose on our right side. Left arm stays lifted, right arm comes out. Catch your right foot behind you. Grow tall through your upper body, and then kick back into your hand. You have the option to reach forward. You have the option to hinge forward. You can always keep that top arm reaching. If you don't like the reach forward, you can reach it high. Take one more breath in your dancers. Start to bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take a backstroke or windmill of your arms. Land with your arms by your sides, conscious mountain pose. Ground down through your feet, stand tall, and release your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, crescent lunge. Reach for the ceiling. Plant your back foot. Open up to your warrior two. Find your strong warrior, pressing your front knee out towards your pinky toe. Now let's add that dynamic movement. Inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up. Exhale, come back to your two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, bend back into your warrior two. Inhale, straighten, peek up. Exhale, warrior two. On this inhale, straighten, peek up, look up, hold on the exhale. Right from here, reach back and revolve your warrior with a straight front leg. Option to catch your wrist. Option to place your hands in between your shoulder blades and catch your elbow. Again, giving yourself that little self-assist to find more of a reach, find more space through your side body. Come back to center, arms to a T. Reach forward, straight leg triangle, right arm down, left arm up. You can release your hand to a block. You can release your hand to your shin if you'd like. Holding this foundational pose so you can get a little curious in the pose. So you can see what you can find. Maybe you can pull your core in a little more. Or maybe if you squeeze your glutes together, that changes the pose a little bit. Exploring is a big part of yoga. So I want you to be serious in this pose, in every pose really, but especially when you're holding a pose. Take one round of breath. Coming into our half moon, bring your left hand to your hip. Start to walk your left foot forward as you bend into your right knee. Place your hand or the block in front of you. As you press into your right leg, straighten and lift your left leg. Try to stack your hips as you square your shoulders and hips over to the left. Option to reach your top arm up. If you're feeling steady, you can bend your knee, catch your back foot, press into your foot and come into the sugar cane. So from the half moon. I'll try it one more time. My balance isn't working with me today. So that's the other thing about yoga. Sometimes every day is different. Sometimes every pose is different. Some days you can grab your foot, some days you can't. If you grab your foot, slowly come back to your half moon, if you can, with control. Let's all step it back to our lunge. Cartwheel down, high plank. Step back. Move through your vinyasa from here, or you can just return to your down dog. Meeting our dog, lift your left leg. Curl your knee to your nose, round your spine. Lift your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow and pause. Take it right over to your right elbow using your core and your obliques. Take it back to your left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, place it through. Option to pop your back leg up for the mini standing split as you step forward and fold. Lift your flat back. Fold forward, bend knees, reach arms back. Reach forward and up to your chair. Bring hands to heart center, coming back to our tiptoe chair. As you lift your heels, shift weight into the balls of your feet. Then as your heels lift, sink your hips a little lower. Then press into your palms to lift your heart and chest a little higher. Lift your heels one more inch, maybe just 1 more centimeter. Sink your hips. Release heels down, reach arms up. Let's take our dancers. Right arm stays reaching. Left arm comes out to catch your left foot. Try to grab the inside of your foot if you can. Reach tall. Move from a place of stability. So you always want to find that grounding in your standing leg before you move. If you move from a shaky place, you will most likely fall out. So move from a stable place. Also, if you fall out, it's okay. Take 1 more breath. Bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take a backstroke or windmill of your arms and land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, come forward and down. Fold. Lift your flat back. Release your hands. Step, walk, or jump yourself back to the high plank. Lift your hips, down dog. Lift your right leg high. Step it through to a lunge. Let's come into our pigeon pose. Release your left knee down. Walk your right foot across your mat. Right knee comes down. Slide your left toes back. You can peek over your left shoulder. Make sure your leg is straight. You can place your left hand on your hip. Give yourself a little self-assist. Make sure your hips are in a straight line or parallel. And then slowly release yourself down. Taking a restorative pigeon today, so holding for about 5 or 6 breaths. You can release your hands to your forearms. Again, if you have a block, you can release your head to a block. Once you've released to your farthest point, whatever that may be, I want you to completely turn inward and just focus on your breathing. Not worrying too much about what shape your body is in. Obviously, you know you're in a pigeon or not maybe a normal shape for your body, but not really paying attention to that. Just focusing on your breath. Take one more breath in your pigeon. Start to walk yourself back into your hands. Peek up at the ceiling as you lift your heart and chest. Tuck your left toes behind you. Send your right leg high. Fan open your hips. So take your right toes over to the left. Try to stack one hip on top of the other, but try to square your shoulders forward. You can roll out your foot or flex your ankle. You can also flip your dog, bringing your foot down and reaching forward. If you'd like to add a back bend, you can release your hand down and take a quick wheel pose. If you flipped your dog or took a wheel, unflip, come back up. Release your right foot down. Send your right heel into the mat. Bend your left knee a lot, just coming to the ball of your left foot. You can even stack it behind your right foot if you'd like. Normalize your feet in your dog. Lift your left leg high. Send it through to your lunge. Taking our pigeon on our left side, release your right knee down. Walk your left foot across your mat. Slide your right foot, your right leg back. You can peek back. You can give yourself that self-assist as you slowly lower down. Bring yourself inward. I'm going to give you a lot of silence on this one. So relax into your pose. Let your breath be your anchor. And enjoy. Take one more round of breath. See if you can sink down a little bit closer to your mat. Start to press yourself back up, making your way into your hands. Lift your heart and chest and peek up. Tuck your right toes behind you. Send your left leg high. Fan open your hip, coming back to that hip opener. Flex your foot, roll out your ankle, or flip your dog. Again, option to take a wheel. You can release your hand to the floor if it's available. If you flip your dog, unflip, lift your left leg, release it down, send your left heel into the mat, and bend your right knee a lot. You can even stack it behind your left. Normalize your feet in your dog. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and lay back on your mat. Keeping your knees bent. You can take a bridge or a wheel here if you didn't take one in your flipped dog. So pull your heels in towards your glutes. Press down through your hands or through your feet and lift your hips up. If you're taking the wheel, you can bring your hands by your ears and press up from there. If you have a block, you can take a restorative bridge, placing your block underneath your hips. I want everyone to walk their feet out a little more than their hips and see if it helps their hips to lift or if it releases anything in your low back. If you want to play with the pose and bridge or wheel, you can try to lift your heels. You can try to lift one leg at a time, really working that opposite glute. Take one more breath to lift. Release all the way down. Let's take a Supta Baddha Konasana to neutralize a wide bound angle on our backs. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out. Place a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly. Feel your breath moving through you. Take one more breath. Lift your knees back up. Pull your right knee into your chest for your single knee to chest. Send your left leg long or hover your left heel an inch. Give your right knee a squeeze. Send your right knee to 90. Tap the outside of your right knee with your left hand and take it across your body for a twist. Stack your hips in line, so you might have to move your hip over a little bit, and then you can gaze out to the right. Lift your right knee back to 90. You have the option to bend your left leg for support, placing your foot on the floor as you send your right heel high. Then slowly lengthen and lower through your right heel until it hits the floor. Send your left leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Send your toes back up towards the ceiling. Pull your left knee in, single knee to chest. Press your right leg down, or you can hover your right heel an inch. Give your left knee a squeeze, pull it in. Send your left knee to 90. Tap the outside of your left knee with your right hand. Take it across your body for your twist. You can take your left arm out and gaze to the left. Bring your left knee back to 90. Option to place your right foot on the floor for control as you send your left leg high. Slowly lengthen and lower all the way down. Send your right leg to meet it. Take a full round of breath. Taking one more pose, pull both knees in for double knee to chest. You have a couple options here. You can sway side to side. You can send your feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing the outside edges, taking a happy baby. You can send one leg at a time, long for half happy baby. You can kick both legs out at the same time for a straddle pose. If there's a shoulder stand or a plow pose in your practice, you can take one. When you're ready, bring your knees back in. Give yourself a squeeze. Send your legs long, coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your feet fall out and palms face up. Close your eyes. Receive your practice. Melt down towards your mat, towards the floor, and enjoy your final resting pose. I'll bring you out with 3 rings of the bell as I normally do. So I want you to fully relax, really close your eyes, and receive.
Staying right where you are in your Shavasana. Just start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. When you're ready for a larger movement, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, show yourself some gratitude, and thank yourself for making it to your mat this afternoon. Reach your right or left arm back, whichever feels more natural, towards the back of the room, and roll onto that side, falling into fetal position. A beautiful position of new beginnings. Recall the intention or dedication that you set in the beginning of your practice. Maybe set a new one right here in this fetal position, in this position of new beginnings, to take you through your Thursday, maybe even through your Friday or your weekend. Start to press yourself up to seated, facing forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Keep your eyes closed or glance down at your fingertips and tuck your chin slightly. Let's recognize the peace and light within each and every one of us by bowing forward together and saying Namaste or thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me.